Mindfulness is actively creating behaviors and movements forward with intention and purpose. And when we do that, we can have visions of our future. So, you had mentioned earlier that it keeps us from being in the future. Yes, and when I am holding a vision for my life, it where we get in trouble is when we are expecting that vision to be right now. Instead of I'm holding this vision and I'm moving my energy towards that vision, right? And as I'm moving my energy towards that vision, I want to make sure every single day I am stepping onto the path on purpose towards that vision. So anything that I'm doing that is misaligned with that is going to cause that process to start dragging a little bit. So I want to wake up every day and apply the practices and the tools that are going to help me remain intentional with my energy, remain intentional with my word, remain intentional with my actions, and to move my life forward with a presence of mind and not allowing the chaos of my mind to be taking me in 5,000 different places. So, my hope is that when we enter into a relationship with one another, coach and client, or retreat facilitator and participant, is that my participants and clients feel like they're in a safe container to self explore and connect to their higher knowing because they have all of the answers. I mean, the very first thing that I always teach is to become, we have to start developing awareness. If we're just moving through life and muddling through it and running on the hamster wheel and not really becoming more present with ourself, then we don't really have the baseline to make changes. So the very first thing that I always teach is to start becoming aware of what's not working, what it is that you need to give attention to allow yourself to have um, more power to do something about it. Uh, in addition, my number one tool is breathe. Like if you're not breathing, that is raising your tension level. That is causing the anxiety in the body to rise. And so we want to make sure that we're using our breath to help settle ourselves and bring ourselves back into the present moment. So I keep using that word, back in the present moment. So mindfulness is about being in the here and now and not being 5 steps ahead or 5 steps behind. And that is something that I cultivated through practicing yoga, because when you're on the mat, the intention is to be present with the asana, to be present with the breath, to be present with the moment that you are in right now, because that's the only moment that exists. So the more that we can learn to be in the current moment, then that gives us the ability to address anything that's showing up that isn't in the current moment. So I had a client just recently that was, we kind of dialed into how they got upset about something. And I said, okay, walk me through the process that got you there. And they said, well, like it's a thought that comes in and then it goes away. And then like 10 minutes later, I'm chewing on it and thinking about it. And I'm like, okay, and where was that moment? Was it a story you were telling yourself that is going to happen? Or was it a sitting in the past and thinking about something that didn't work out the way you wanted it to? Neither one of those ends of the spectrum are in the present moment. So we have to bring ourselves back to here and be like, okay, what is it that is going on that is causing me to be worried about this, or causing me to sit in this space of judging myself because of something that I did? That's what you have power over in that moment, is beginning to explore what it is that you need in this moment that's going to help you let go of the need to control or stay stuck in one of those other moments.